Hello, we're Greenduction, and even though the quality of this presentation is not as good as video lectures should be, because we didn't have the appropriate equipment, we did it anyway, to make a statement that video lectures will be a part of the future. We still consist of Chow, Dirk, Sarah and me, Sven. I will skip to certain things a little bit faster, even faster than last time, but I still mention everything, for those who weren't there last week and to fresh up your memory. I will start again with the problems and our solution. Next I will explain about the actors involved and I will give a step-by-step explanation of the system map. Then I will show a brief calculation to state our idea is feasible, and I will finish with the benefits. As you probably remember from last time, the main problems are crowded rush hour, excessive paper use, crowded cafeteria, and the need to expand. This brings us to our solution, video lectures. They look a bit like this, where 20% of the lessons will be video lectures. There will also be some advertisements. These will be non-moving, non-clickable advertisements, like a magazine. They will appear before the lecture starts, during the break, and at the end of the lecture. The next part of our solution is the e-reader. The e-reader will reduce the need for paper and take reading to the next level. Then we have the stakeholders. The main stakeholders, the university, and there will be a bigger role for the advertising companies. Then we have the new stakeholders, the sellers of e-readers and the sellers of video lecture material. This will bring us to the system map. I will guide you from the old system map to the new system map, step by step. What will happen for the e-reader? First of all, there will be paper reduction. Then there will be the supplying of e-readers and there will be extra electricity needed. And the final change is the extra income from advertising. Then we have the video lecture system. First of all, there will be a reduction in transport, and there will be supplies needed for the video lectures, and there will also be extra electricity use, and also extra income from advertising companies. This brings us to our final system map. Then I'll show a fast calculation for the video lectures. It will cost about $1.18 per lecture, and it will generate an income of about $350,000. This will for 50% be invested in renewable energy, 25% will be used for unforeseen costs, and 25% will be used to improve the infrastructure at Tsinghua, like better signs, etc. Then we have the calculation for the e-readers. The payback will be for the university after 3 years, and from that point on they can make profits. It will directly lower the cost for students, and from the profits from the university, 50% will be used for unforeseen costs, like new e-readers that are broken, and 50% will also be spent on renewable energy, because much electricity is needed. Then, how are we going to convince the teachers? First of all, the participants can keep their Kindle and can keep the webcam. And then second of all, they will state they have more free time because they have less transport, and they save money because they have less transport. It will be introduced in a 5-year plan. Each year more teachers have to participate. Then, we aim at 20% video lectures. So not all teachers have to participate, because even at the TU Delft we have still teachers that use override sheets. What will be the consumer value? First of all, less traffic during your rush hour. Then you can watch lectures also multiple times, and you can look for words in your ebook, and it's easy to translate those words. And you can enjoy your lectures in nature. Then we have less traffic, less buildings, less heating of large spaces, and less paper as environmental benefits. This brings us to the environmental radar. System life will be a little bit shorter because we expect an e-reader to have a shorter life than a book. But transportation will be reduced, there will be less resources needed, there will be less waste generated, there will be invested in renewable energy, and also, it's a little bit of a bad point, there will be a little bit more toxic, because we think e-waste is a little bit more toxic than just regular paper. Then we have the social benefits. It will be easier to ask questions, and we have cheaper books on the long run, because students have to invest in an e-reader. This brings us to the social radar. The employment conditions, so for teachers, get better. Then we enable the students to have sustainable consumption. And for students that are rather quiet, it's easier to ask questions. And for students with less money, it's easier to buy books. These two stay the same as well. Then we come to our economical benefits. First of all, it's good to stimulate the economy with a new improving technology. Second of all, there will be an income from advertising for the university. Then we have our economical radar, where just like it changes, added value for the companies, university, and added value for the customers, the students. The others stay all the same. This brings us to our final slide. Digital lectures have same educative quality as regular lectures. It was stated by Solomon in 2004 after intensive research. Then, reading a page from a PC requires 20 times less energy than reading it from paper. And if you keep in mind that reading from a Kindle even requires less energy than reading from a PC, do your math. This comes to the final point. The Amazon Kindle saves 6,500 megajoules and 690 kilograms of CO2 each year. Are there any questions?